Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Variable Barricade. Alright, I think we're like looks like halfway through the board, through Shion's board 3. We learned a bit about his past, not as traumatic as the game was kind of like making it out to be. Not the greatest relationship with his father, but he just kind of accepts, like, it is what it is. Like, he's not like the perfect dad. He never wanted to be a dad, and like the little bit of interaction he had with him, Shion says he's like fine with it. And the relationship is slowly moving along. Shion is trying his best, trying to move on from the hug into something more. However, Hibari still has like one more hang-up, and then Aramura suggested to get over the hang-up is provide Shion with an ultimatum. Get a job, and then yeah, maybe she'll engage in the relationship. That seems to be like the last barrier that Hibari can't seem to get over. Alright, so let's do this next chapter, A Formidable Barricade. Things have been going so well when I hit another stretch of rough ground. Kasuga decides to take action. Okay, I'm guessing this chapter is in Hibari's perspective. Or is it Shion? Come in. Okay, it's like his perspective of the hug. I wondered how many times I had invited her in like this by now. I opened the door after I heard the knock, and there stood Hibari. Hey, all done for today? Yeah. I'm guessing this is like before Taiga like walked in on them. I feel like after that, she'd be like very scared of going into his room. I tried to be as gentle as possible when greeting her so that she didn't get nervous. But for some reason, she didn't look very happy. Maybe she's tired. If that's the case, then I need to make her feel better. Come here, Hibari. Okay. Sorry, there's like a trash truck in the background. I sat on the sofa with both arms outstretched, and Hibari softly laid in them. Oh, more hugging CG. There. I squeezed her gently and then caressed her head. It was only for 30 seconds, but it had quickly become a habit for us. Did you have fun at school today? Kinda. Speaking of, I heard Tsumugi hasn't been at school lately. Do you miss her? Is there a reason why? That's right, like, Tsumugi wasn't there, so we had to talk to Aramura at an event. I'm fine. Hibari usually talked a lot during these sessions, perhaps as a way to hide her embarrassment. But lately, whenever I tried to start a conversation, she would give a short reply and things would go nowhere. It was like something was bothering her. What's wrong, Hibari? When she says nothing, that means it's something. Hibari stirred a little in my arms and cast her gaze downward. She looked like she wanted to say something, but I can't rush her. Patience is a virtue. It's nothing. Okay. I was like, oh, when she says it's nothing, it's actually like some horrible something. Time's up. Please let go. She wasn't embarrassed. This was different. Something in her voice sounded exhausted. I had no choice but to let her go. Well, I'll see you later. Maybe she's thinking about the ultimatum that, like, Aramura suggested that she do. Even though Aramura's like totally right. It's like, it's not like the greatest thing to do. It makes you feel horrible. It makes a person feel horrible doing that. Hibari stood up the second I let go of her. She was being distant. I called to her as she walked away. I won't force you to talk about it if you don't want to, but if there's anything I can do to help, you know you can tell me. Maybe talking about it will make you feel better. Hibari looked at me with a troubled expression. She wanted to say something but couldn't. It was written all over her face. Maybe I should just let her leave for now. Or would it be better to keep her here and talk things through? I wavered, uncertain for a moment. See you later. Hibari left my room with an uneasy expression on her face. Maybe we're through. What did I do wrong? She didn't have that look a few days ago. like she just wants to end the sessions. Maybe she found someone else. Who knows? Trying to mind read her. If I were to hazard a guess, it might be because Taiga walked in on us the other day. But he didn't tell everyone about it, and it didn't seem like he teased her about it either. But if she didn't like me, she wouldn't show up in the first place. And that's why this didn't make sense. Girls certainly are confusing. I looked over at the cactus beside me and smiled quietly. The next day, after Hibari left for school, I wandered around the courtyard, absent-mindedly looking at the roses. Hello, Mr. Miyazumi. A package for you has arrived. Where would you like it dropped off? Did you say something? I said you have a package. Oh, uh-huh. Jeeves was speaking to me, but I wasn't listening at all. No wonder he hates you. I continued with the half-hearted responses. Jeeves suddenly snickered at me. Something funny? No, it's just that you seem to be struggling. What do you mean? He was probably talking about Hibari, but I wasn't going to say that myself. I wasn't stupid. However, he saw right through me. The corner of his mouth lifted in a snide smile. You probably thought you'd successfully secured Miss Hibari's favor, but I can tell you that would be awfully naive. She is more complex than that. You're not mistaken in your approach, to be sure. Miss Hibari does crave affection. How could you refuse such a blatant and unconditional offer as yours? However, you're gravely mistaken if you think that's all it takes. Do you have a point? The binding spell on Miss Hibari is not so easily broken. I wonder if you'll be able to do it, You are detrimental to Miss Hibari. Spoiling her unnecessarily is nothing short of poison. But at this rate, I'm sure you'll fade away before I need to take matters into my own hands. Why is Kasuga he's meddling a lot with Shion? I deliberately stayed silent. I knew having this kind of conversation with Jeeves was a waste of time. It doesn't seem like your relationship with her will last long. Jeeves smiled, apparently elated at the thought of my failure, and walked away. Not gonna help, just gonna criticize. It would seem he didn't like me very much. You don't say. I hate that type of person. But what he said did bother me a little. The binding spell on Hibari. Like with Sleeping Beauty. It seemed my first impression of her wasn't wrong. However, the thorns surrounding Hibari were much more stubborn than I had expected. But there's still time. I should take my time and help her get back to feeling better. If I get too pushy, she'll just run away. The game's not over yet. Besides, all I wanted was to be Hibari's. That reminds me, I think it's about time to finish up those perfume bottles. I hope she'll be as happy as when I first told her about them. With that, I went back inside and got ready to go out. Alright, that was a short one. Formidable Barricade. So I guess it was like a little after. Yeah, we got caught hugging. So. Look at this. Alright, let's do this next chapter. You can't take it back. Shion brings me the promised gift and confesses his feelings. But I have to say, oh no, she's not gonna accept it. She's gonna give the ultimatum. It's not a good feeling to receive one. Alright, let's play this event. It was morning. I leaned out of my bed to stop the ringing alarm clock. Though to be honest, I was already awake before my alarm went off. I couldn't sleep. Since talking with Aramora, I'd spent many days thinking about everything. I still wasn't convinced that my feelings for Shion could be called love. But in the meantime, our hugs continued. Hopefully with the door locked this time. What do I really want to do? Today was another day full of unsure feelings. After I finished getting dressed, I walked down to the dining room in a depressed mood. We were having breakfast as usual when... Hibari, was the food not to your liking today? Huh? No, why? I'm glad to hear it, but it looks like you've hardly touched your food. Oh. Only when he said that did I realize I hadn't eaten anything. I'm not even hungry. Why not, though? It all looks tasty. Come to think of it, you haven't been eating much at all lately, Hibari. Oh no. Are you dying? No, we already been through this dying debacle night, so when you thought love meant death. I'm fine, don't worry about it. But you do look a little pale. All of a sudden, Shion looked right at me, and I heard my heart pounding in my ears. I'm fine. I have to get going. Hibari. I felt bad about leaving my breakfast behind after Ichiya had worked so hard on it, but I deliberately didn't look back and walked straight for the door. It's no good. My head's a mess. I get all mixed up when I see Shion's face. Hold on, Hibari. I turned around and saw Shion rushing towards me. Is everything alright? What are you talking about? I see. I hope you're alright then. I didn't really understand it, but he nodded as if he had convinced himself. Do you have a minute? I have something I want to give you. Why not do it tonight? I'll be going to your room anyway. Yeah, I could. But I want to make it a little more special than that. How about we go out somewhere? I'm gotta set the mood. Special? To be honest, I felt rather reluctant. I wasn't confident I could keep a level head when face to face with him. However, right now, I just wanted to leave. Okay, then let's go out this weekend. That's kind of far away. Can I pick you up from school later today? We can make it an after-school date. Oh, he can't wait. It doesn't seem like he's going to back down. Okay, I'll see you after school then. Shion's smile bloomed on his face like a spring flower. Thank you, and have a good day then. I stepped outside and Shion beamed as he saw me off. Later, after school, I felt kind of depressed today too. Tsumugi hasn't come back from Kyoto yet, and I can't talk to Arabor at school. Okay, she's probably like dealing with something with her family. I feel bad for Tsumugi. I'm just like reminded of her own like fiance situations, like in a loveless marriage with an older man. I think I'm lonely. I wonder if it's because I'm tired. I tend to get gloomy when I am. And then I'm here, waiting outside the front gate. He actually came. He said he wanted to give me something. What in the world could it be? Frankly, I still didn't want to go. But that didn't mean I could keep him waiting. I better get going. I made my way to the school gates. The door of the car parked there opened slowly. Heya. Shion got out of the car. He seemed to be in a better mood than usual. His bright smile exaggerated the difference between our moods and made me feel at a loss. Come on, hop in. Okay. Where are we going? I haven't decided on any place in particular. Are you hungry, Hibari? Do you want to go get some tea? I'm not hungry. Okay, well let's change it up and go for a walk outside. And that's how we ended up at the park. There weren't many people out, probably because it was a weekday evening. I gazed at the sea, which reflected the colors of the sunset. Shion looked at it too and squinted. We came here last time, didn't we? I'm sure we did. But all I remember is you getting kidnapped and how hard that was. Oh, way back then, huh? You have a good memory. How could I forget? Don't worry. No one's going to take me away today. Yeah, Shion, don't get into any strange cars. You seem like a child. Let's hope so. There was a brief pause in the conversation, and Shion gently took my hand. It was normal for us to do that now. Let's head over there. We can enjoy the scenery better. Sure. I didn't mind spending time with him like this. But for some reason, I felt out of sorts. Because in my opinion, dating's a two-way street. A two-way street, huh? I was reminded of what Aramura said to me before. But I don't think Shion's behavior has really changed from when we first met. I mean, we've been more physical with each other, and he does say more affectionate things to me. But I've never seen him anxious or embarrassed or anything. Is that what love is? All the people in the manga Tsumugi lent me were like that. Maybe that was why I didn't know exactly how Shion felt. And what I was even more unsure of was, this is all his fault for being so difficult to understand. How dare you just have a blank face. Is something wrong? No. Shion smiled happily for some reason, even though I had taken out my frustration on him. Why are you laughing? I'm just glad, that's all. About what? That you're back to your normal self. You didn't look well this morning, and I was worried. Meh. Shion's sudden kindness made it impossible to look him in the eye. What do you mean by my normal self? I mean you're back to being energetic. Actually, I was saving this to cheer you up. He let go of my hand and took out a small box from his jacket pocket. It was wrapped with a ribbon and was clearly a gift. What is it? Open it and see. I untied the ribbon from the box and opened it as he asked. Oh, what's... Oh, those are cute. Kind of this is the perfume bottles, right? They kind of remind me of, what's it called? Soul eggs or soul gems? I think it's soul gems. From Madoka. They're like shaped like eggs, though. These look kind of like pumpkins. Nestled inside the box are two small bottles. One was pink and the other was sea green, his and hers. Delicately crafted thorns encircled each bottle, giving them a wholly unique look and feel. These look like perfume bottles. Wait, are these? Yes, I can finally give them to you. There are no others like them in the whole world, and they're only for us. Oh, fancy bottles. It even has like the little symbol, like the little moon that's like Shion's symbol on the crown. I wonder, I guess like they're one of a kind. You'd have to like probably specially craft the perfume and like refill the bottles that way. Oh, wow. It had been a while since we tried out the scents, but I couldn't forget how wonderful they smelled. The bottles suited those scents perfectly. They're so beautiful. And they're just as I imagined. I'm glad. I knew what concept I wanted, so I finished the design rather quickly. You mean the Sleeping Beauty thing? That's right. They turned out really well, so I thought you'd definitely love them. I'm really grateful to everyone who helped me make them. Yeah. My eyes stayed transfixed on the bottles as I gave a little bow of thanks. They were too precious to take my eyes off them. You seem absolutely captivated. It's because they're so beautiful. It's a really nice gift. It's like something that you'll keep forever. If someone told me this was a luxury brand, I'd totally believe it. Shion heard me thinking out loud and chuckled happily. Yeah, if I were to sell it, I think the Garden Secret would be a good name. The Secret Garden. Actually, the person who helped me make it asked if he could buy the entire concept and design. You're actually going to turn it into a product? No, I turned him down. Why? Because I thought of this for you. Because he could have, like, monetized it. Could have made money off of it. But I guess for Shion, there's something more worth than money. It's our secret, and I don't want anyone else to know about it. Shion said this smoothly, like it was no big deal. If I were a normal girl, that'd make me happy. Normal being the key word. what I said. Okay, it says to make a save file here. It's been a while since we've done that. Guessing this is get the bad ending? Or was it the normal ending? I think it might be the normal ending. Alright, let's save over here. Okay, let's pick the correct answer. That seems like a waste. Alright, level up his axe. That seems like a waste. The words tumbled out unintentionally, but revealed what I was really thinking. But the perfume is... I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you. You've got incredible talent, not just with modeling, but also with design. I just feel like it's a shame that you seem to be content carrying on the exact same way that you do now. I'm glad you think so highly of me, Hibari. No, that's not my point. Yeah, I know, but you've got the wrong idea. I don't quite get what you're trying to say, Hibari, but I don't think it's for me. I made this perfume because I wanted to give you something, so I just gave it a go. You probably wouldn't be able to create it, like, you wouldn't have had the passion to create it if it wasn't for Hibari. So, like, yeah, just, like, very, like, even though he's a good designer, like, he doesn't have the motivation to do so otherwise. If it were my job and I had to make perfume for some random mass amount of people, I wouldn't be able to find the motivation. Shion declared all this with an incredibly beautiful smile on his face. I mean, some people do. Like, it's amazing when people do. Like, I want to create something for the world. Oh yeah, Shion's more fixated than that. When I saw that smile, I replied without thinking. That's selfish of you. Oh, is it? Adults need to have jobs to fulfill their societal responsibilities. That's what's normal. I guess we just have different values. I made the best argument I could, but Shion tilted his head to the side, as if he were contemplating something. Okay. So it is a value difference. Hibari's last snag seems to be... he doesn't have a job, but like... But then his face lit up suddenly. Okay, I've got it. Okay, Hibari. How about I try and explain it in a way you might like? Let's take this as an example, okay? If you were to choose me as your future partner, I would be your stylist, designer, manicurist, makeup artist, hairstylist, pet, lover, husband. There's probably more, but the benefit is you get all of them in one. If you hired professionals in each of those fields exclusively for 365 days of a year, that'd be pretty costly, wouldn't it? I might not have the official credentials, but some of the best in their respective fields have given me their seal of approval. I'm not trying to brag, but some people have told me that they'd compensate me highly if they could hire me exclusively. She is very privileged to, like, be able to do that and just be like, nah, and just be like, monetarily, just be fine. Like, just drifted along, like, perfectly fine and, like, well cared for and groomed. It's like, like, reality, like, he'd be a hobo. But for you, Hibari, it's all free. All of you, all you have to do is choose me as your groom. What do you think? It seems pretty cost-effective to me. And then maybe childcare in the future. if you're going to be the stay-at-home husband, I guess you just can't cook. It's like Ichi is the cooking one. He's the cooking guy. That's true. Wait, no, just hold the phone. Yeah, she doesn't want to hire you. Maybe she just wants that reassurance, like, if she had absolutely nothing, like, would Shion, like, still be able to have the relationship? No, like, she needs the money to be able to keep him. So, like, what if that was, like, one of the factors? Like, would Shion, if Shion was able to take care of himself, then, yeah, then he'd be able to take care of Hibari, too. Shion was full of such confidence when he gave his speech that I almost agreed with him. That was close. Even if it's not quite like that, I wish I could have convinced you just now. Because to me, right now, happiness means being loved by you and living only for you. I love these kinds of things. Thinking only about you, finding things that suit you, and then seeing them make you happy. We can both get enjoyment out of it. It's like I'm living a life of luxury. I wish this would last forever. He said something similar the day I tried the perfume. I knew he really meant it. But... you know, Hibari. Shion spoke in a serious tone and leaned in towards me. What? The moment he did that, my heart began to pound wildly. I felt like I could see kindness swirling in his eyes. Oh my gosh, is he? I love you. I have feelings for you, and I want to feel wanted by you. I want you to choose me to spend the rest of our lives together. Finally, a confession. Because it's kind of refreshing. Because like Naoto was just so dumb. He's like couldn't even get the confession out until the end. I want to be yours, your one and only. At last, I found something definitive. Yeah, I don't have to like wonder what he's thinking. Those undeniably honest words made my pulse race faster and faster. I was having trouble breathing. My mind went blank. What should I do? And you? I just... Don't worry. Take your time. But I still want to hear you say it. Do you feel the same way about me? For a second, I thought about dodging the question and running away like I had before. But seeing the way his eyes fixed on mine unwaveringly, I knew I couldn't. Don't run. I feel bad if I didn't answer him now. You are very special to me. But I still can't choose. My voice trembled with nervousness. That's all I can say right now. I spoke quietly and Shion gently shook his head. No, that was enough. You still have time to think it through. I can wait until then. He looked thoroughly happy. In direct contrast, my mind was running wild with anxiety. Oh my gosh, I just said you were special to me. I can't take something like that back. Will we really come to an understanding if we give it more time? Can I figure out how to deal with this kindness, which always seems to derail me? Can we really make it work even though our values are so different? And what does he even like about me in the first place? Is what Shion said enough? Can I devote my whole life to it? Looking back, I think I should have asked him directly in that moment. I should have asked him what he liked about me. But I was afraid to ask. At the same time, Aramura's suggestion popped into my mind. In short, you want to know how Shion feels, and you don't want him unemployed, correct? In that case, how about telling him you'll marry him, but only if he goes back to modeling? It's like the story of Princess Kaguya. She gave each of her suitors an impossible task. It's like a you'll do it if you really love me kind of thing. I think it would solve all your problems. I know it's wrong to test people like that, but if he agrees to the proposition, I won't worry about choosing him. How about we head home, Hibari? We've probably had enough excitement for one day. What if... I was already speaking by the time you took my hand. Now that I'd started, all I had to do was follow through. What would you do if I said that I'd choose you, but on the condition that I wanted you to go back to modeling? Probably nope. What? Wow, you did not jump at that chance. That was so fast. If you wanted to see me model, I would do it for you once, but that's not what you're talking about, is it? If so, then I can't do it. I'm sure that's not the way you really want it anyway. Huh. Okay. Maybe they just do have different values. She wants a working man. He rejected the idea more bluntly than I thought he would, which derailed my train of thought. I mean, that's kind of like what you need to know before getting married. Like, yeah, what you want out of a relationship, like what kind of job, like who's gonna do what, do you want kids? like you don't want to find out after you get married. From there, everything that had been building up inside me just flew out of my mouth. You want to know what I really want? Hibari. My gosh, I want you to get a proper job. Isn't that obvious? But that's not necessary for us. As long as we're both fine with it. But she's not fine with it. You might think that way, but that's not how society works. If you marry me as you are now, everyone will think that you're a gold-digging gigolo. Are you okay with that? It wouldn't matter to me. As long as you understood, I'd be fine with it. But it's not fine. Why are you so stubborn? Why do you refuse to get a job? If you really love me, if you want to marry me, then you need to understand how I feel. You may not realize it, but what you want most of all is... That's not the point. How you are right now is not enough for the Tojo family. Then at that moment, a deafening silence washed over us. I see. Oh no. I went too far. So what you're saying is that you're looking for a man with social status, and none of the other things matter to you. I wanted to respond immediately and say that wasn't so. But if he were to ask you what about what that was incorrect, I wouldn't be able to tell him. I couldn't blame him for taking it that way. No, this is wrong. I totally know what I like about Shion, but this is different. I'm worthless to you without a job, aren't I, Hibari? I understand now. Shion smiled at me in a terrifying yet beautiful way. It wasn't his usual smile, the one that lowered my defenses and reached to my heart. It was a very cold, doll-like smile. The moment he looked at me like that, I couldn't move. It was like I was paralyzed. It was scary. It was as if the man before me was a completely different person. Oh no, he's like the fake man, the fake Shion. But I was the one who brought that out of him. Shion took my hand and started walking, just as he did before. Without one word. What do I do? I didn't mean to make him feel like this. I wasn't trying to hurt him. I said something I can't take back. I followed behind Shion while a huge urge to cry welled up inside me. Alright, you can't take it back. It's cleared. Ugh. I didn't take it too well. Well, that like almost felt like the limit of the relationship. He just kind of hurt. It's like, I will marry you. Like, it seems like he would do anything, but like he won't get a job. Like that's off the table. Let's do the next chapter. Yeah, I want to continue. Speechless, feeling awkward around Shion, I go to Tsumugi and Aramura for help. Okay, Tsumugi back now. On my way home from our meeting, alright, let's play this event. Blinding sunlight streamed through the curtains. It was morning. I peeked out of the window as I lay under the comforter, and before I knew it, it was already dawn. I couldn't sleep again. I'm worthless to you without a job, aren't I, Hibari? Although we came home together after what happened yesterday, we didn't say a word to each other. Shion went to his room and didn't come back out, so naturally I couldn't go see him and get hugs. Any way you look at it, I'm in the wrong. Why'd I have to be so rude to him? I have to apologize. But how, though? Miss Hibari, it's time to get ready. I'm up. I'll be right there. All right, I'll be waiting in the dining room. Okay. I have to hurry and get ready. If I'm going to apologize, now's the time. I should be able to talk to him after breakfast while he's taking care of my hair. But I'm scared to see him. But Shion wasn't in the dining room. Huh? Where's Shion? He went out somewhere. This early? I think he said he had something to do. I never seen him get up that early. Oh, okay. What do I do? I can't believe he won't even let me see him. This is so upsetting. Shion didn't show up. I was still anxious about it even after I had arrived at school. Ugh. Hello. Oh, Hibari, good morning! So, trotting up to her. Tsumugi, you're back. What? I was about to take my seat when Tsumugi ran up and suddenly flung her arms around me. The warmth of her arms gradually revived my sleep-deprived brain and perked up my mood. Looks like you're back from visiting your parents. Yep, I was so excited to see you, Hibari, that I took the Super Express train back. Is everything alright back home? Oh yes, it was all really frustrating, but I was able to get it done in a jiff. It feels so good to do this. So revitalizing. Giving her hugs. Revitalizing. When I heard her say that, I remembered that Shion said hugging had therapeutic effects. I want that feeling too. As I thought that, I subconsciously squeezed Tsumugi back. And she's like, what? My hands wound around her back and I hugged her tightly. So warm. But it's a little different than hugging Shion. Hibari? Uh-oh. I was like, this is not like you, girl. I'm sorry, Were you possibly lonely without me here? No, I mean, something like that. I see. Why am I doing this? I looked down at my hands and sighed. Maybe it was the gender difference. Holding Tsumugi was very soft and comfortable. But Shion is much larger, and I felt all wrapped up in his arms. I want to be cradled like baby. Plus, with Tsumugi, it doesn't feel like I'm being protected, more like I'm being cuddled. Hibari wants to be the little spoon. What's wrong with me? The day passed by in a blur due to my lack of sleep. The next thing I knew, I was on my way home. I wonder if Shion's home. Deep down, I was racked with anxiety, but I put on a calm exterior and opened the door. However, Shion? Nah, he ain't back yet. Really? He called to say that he wouldn't be back until later tonight. I don't think he'll be having dinner with us either. Oh, I see. I was honestly relieved, because I didn't know what I should do when I saw him. But that also means that he doesn't even want to see me. Is something wrong, Hibari? It's nothing. After dinner was over, I have to finish my homework. I can't concentrate at all. Miss Hibari, I have brought you some tea. Thank you. I'm sorry for interrupting. Kasuga entered my room and brewed me a cup of tea, as usual. I absentmindedly watched the steam rise from the cup, and perhaps against my better judgment, I asked. Kasuga, is Shion back yet? No, not yet. Do you know where he went? I do not. I do not even know when he will be back. Oh. After that, I continued with my homework without much interest. I finished everything up and looked at the clock. Normally, I'd be heading to Shion's room at this time. I'm sure he hasn't come home yet. I don't even have the courage to go to his room in the first place. Right as I thought I'd finished everything I had to do, I felt a pang of uneasiness in my chest. The ticking of the clock sounded oddly loud as I sat there motionless. I feel so antsy, and I'm kind of thirsty. But my teacup was empty. I'll go downstairs and get some more. Just as I reached the bottom of the stairs. Oh, yeah, I got it. It's fine. Huh? I know that voice. Okay, it is Shion. I turned around and to my surprise, I saw that Shion had just walked in from the front door. He was on the phone with someone, so he didn't notice me. Don't worry, I got it. I told you that I'd do it. Eureka, who do you think I am? See? You do know me. Alright. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. I ended up sort of eavesdropping, even though I didn't mean to. Eureka? That's a girl's name. They seemed friendly. Maybe she's an ex-patron. Huh? Hibari? Hey, yeah. Sorry for coming back so late. It's fine. Welcome back. Are you going to bed soon, Hibari? I know it's a little late, but do you want to hug a bit like we usually do? No, I'm okay. Shion's acting the same as ever. It's like yesterday never happened. But now's my chance to apologize. So, here you go. The moment I opened my mouth to speak, Shion put his hand on my head. Guess this is all we're going to do today. Too bad. I'm... Okay, well, that's it for now. Good night. Good night? She wanted to tell you something. Then he casually left for his room. Shion was doing his own thing. He wouldn't let me apologize. But he did actually come back home, and we did get to talk for a bit. I can apologize some other time, right? I'm sure we'll get a moment alone together tomorrow. However, it turned out to not be that easy. A few days later. Man, Shion ain't here today either. Yeah, he said he'd eat breakfast on his way out or something. Shion's sure been super busy lately. He's hardly ever home. I wonder what he's been getting up to. Whenever I ask, he just avoids the question and says it's a secret or something. Hey, babe, have you asked him what's up? No. I want to, though. From then on, Shion was hardly around the house. The last time I saw him was the other night, when I ran into him at the front door. I guess he did go out every once in a while, but he used to be home most of the time. He'd especially be there to greet me when I came home. He used to prioritize our time together. Come on, Hibari. Follow me. Oh, welcome home. This is the first time we've gone without seeing each other in a really long time. He looked totally normal when I said what I did, but I wonder if he was actually really angry. Wait, could that phone call the other day have been him giving up on me and looking for a new patron? When I realized what I was thinking, I shook my head as if to get rid of the thoughts. That is just negative thinking. Then, a few more days later. I heard our math teacher isn't here today. Yeah. It's been so cold lately. Maybe our teacher got sick. Right. Make sure you bundle up, Hibari. He's not listening. I can't stand to see you like this. What? You know what this calls for? Gonna drag Aramora into this. It's a girl chat. Just like, it's time for girl talk, part 2. Let's get this over with. But why are we doing this all of a sudden? poor Aramora. She's like, I just want to go out with my boyfriend. Stop dragging me into this. Worrying is all part of romance. I've been watching you worry incessantly, but I cannot let it go on any longer. I'm here to give you as much advice as you need, so you can get back your peace of mind, Hibari. Tsumugi. Come on, Hibari, don't hold back. What's got you sighing like a gloomy Gus? I guess I'll stick around too. I'm a little curious anyway. Thank you both so much. So, what's been going on? Well, I opened up about all the troubles I'd been holding in. Shion admitting his feelings for me, using the Princess Kaguya-style strategy. Damn, you actually did it, huh? I really didn't mean to say something so horrible. I'm sure I hurt Shion very, very badly. But I can't take back what I said, so that's why I wanted to at least apologize, but I have to see him in order to do that, and there's hardly any chance now. Have you tried going to his room? Or maybe getting his attention in passing? Or I don't know, text. You could text him. Whenever I'm home, he's always out. So we can't even see each other in passing. I see. After talking through everything, they both sat there frozen, looking tense. I'm sorry. I never should have given you that advice. No, it's not your fault, Aramora. This all happened because I didn't have enough faith in Shion. I should have been happy to hear him say that he loved me, but that by itself was scary. I wanted something more certain, but I got too greedy. I totally deserve what happened. Tsumugi and Aramura looked at each other like they were stumped. But when they turned back to me, their expressions were totally different and full of excitement. Hibari, it's too early to give up. But it's not like you told you he hated you, right? In my opinion, it does no good to assume and get stuck in your own head. She's right. You've got to give it a shot. Next time you see Shion, tell him honestly how you feel right now. That alone should make things better. Will it, though? It will. There's no getting around the fact that you did what you did. But do you seriously think that alone would end things? It's precisely because it wouldn't that you're worried, right? Yeah, you're right. Encouraged by the both of them, I began to feel more positive. It was like vocalizing my anxieties had cleared away the cobwebs in my head. Thank you. I'll try to talk with Shion somehow. See, that's the spirit. Yeah, that's the first step. Nothing will happen otherwise. That's that then. Let's get something sweet to recharge your energy. Oh, excuse me. We're ready to order. Tsumugi ordered a multitude of desserts with frightening speed. I guess she was going all out to try and cheer me up. I've got really great friends. But you ordered way too much. We can't possibly eat all that. About 10 minutes after ordering, desserts lined the table from corner to corner. Now we're gonna gain weight. Well, girls, dig in. Even Tsumugi's like, oops. You are messing up my diet. Somehow somehow we managed to finish all the desserts. Ugh, I feel like crap. I don't think I'll be needing dinner. Oh jeez, my skirt feels so tight. I just wanted to say thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now. Heh, I would do anything to see you smile, Hibari. I've got some place to be. You all cool if I take off now? I've got to get home too and binge all that anime I recorded. We stood on the sidewalk and waited for the light to change at the intersection as we chatted. Oh, for whatever reason, I looked up at the electronic billboard and saw it was playing a commercial for a popular makeup brand. It's nearly time for all the Christmas makeup collections to come out. I wonder which one I should get this year. The designs are so cute, aren't they? I always feel they're alert every year. This commercial. The commercial appeared to be set in an old antique-style workshop. There was a young man with his back to the camera, painting away on a canvas. On the plain white canvas was a portrait of a young lady. The man kept stopping like he wasn't satisfied with his work. Then he pulled out a small artist's palette from a drawer. No, it was actually an eyeshadow palette. He dabbed his finger into the eyeshadow and gently applied it to the young lady's eyes on the painting. It looked as though he was trying to infuse the painting with her soul. And then the camera revealed the breathtakingly beautiful completed picture. The young man nodded his head in satisfaction. He then left his seat and walked over to a window. As he aimlessly looked out the window, a little bluebird flew up to him. He calmly reached out his hand, and the little bird perched atop his finger. Look who it is! I wish a sweetheart would fly to me like this bird. Voiceover, he has yet to find his destined love, the one he yearns for. I've been searching for you for so long, my one and only. Everyone's like, oh. Well, he found a modeling gig that fast. After the commercial ended, we were all frozen in place. Like, you did it. We just stood there speechless, even though the light had already turned green. Hey, did you see that commercial? That guy was so hot. I've never seen a model like that before. Hibari? Was that just... Can you hear me? What? What? What the heck was that? Did you not think he was gonna do it? Oh no. He got a job. What world are we in? Afterward, I came straight home. I had to ask Shion about that commercial. I'm back. Where's Shion? Hibari! Look at this! Naito ran up to me the moment I opened the living room door. Shion's face was on the TV. Apparently they had just watched the same commercial. So you all saw it too. Yep. And look at what Naito brought back. Oh, EGF held out a flyer for the same commercial. It's the same name that he coined, the Secret Garden. Did he like design the makeup palette and be in the commercial at the same time? I was like, dude, we told you to get a job, not like all the jobs. A huge image of Shion was on it. They were handing them out at the drugstore, and I took one without noticing. And that's not all. There were posters all over the inside of the store, too. So this is why he's been out of the house recently. But I'm shocked he was able to land this brand after only just going back to modeling. The guys stared at the flyer with immense curiosity. I, however, was at my wit's end. Oh no, it's gonna be like, now he has a job, so now there's like nothing holding Hibari back, but now they're like never gonna see each other. Could you like pick a 9 to 5 or something? Like, something with like a good work-life balance or something. Maybe you could have been like a free designer or something. He was like make his own hours. Not like, I'm gonna be a designer and the model and I'm just gonna be running place to place and blah 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 managers. Kind of reminds me of like Skip Beat too. Like they're like busy all the time, just like modeling, airing commercial, and they have like no time for themselves. What in the world does this mean? Hey, Shion! Shion waltzed in as if nothing had happened. He wore the exact same expression as he did in the flyer. Bro, what in blue blazes is this? Just what it looks like. I'm giving modeling another go. Shion gave me a meaningful look. He then walked right up to me and... Here, a gift for you. It's really part of a Christmas makeup collection, but I'll give it to you early. It's a prototype, so don't tell anyone, okay? Oh, thank you. He put the same eyeshadow from that commercial in my hands after he said that. I don't believe this. But it was true. But, why did you... Do you have to ask? Because you asked her to... Like, if you just, like, waited a day, like, she would have apologized and you wouldn't have, like, had to get the job. But he just, like, went for it same day. Shion chuckled a little, and I responded with... was it for me? Right, he has a sword. Was it for me? Yes, that's right. I've had a lot on my mind since our last date. But you told me you didn't want to go back to modeling. That's true. But more than that, I wanted to give you what you wanted. It's important to you, even if it's not to me. And I think that should be the priority. Oh, but then, like, Shion's not gonna be happy. Shion? He said exactly what I wanted to hear. My cheeks grew hot when I heard his honest words. I'm still trying to catch up here, but does that mean you're completely back to modeling now? I'm not sure yet. Can you make it like a part-time thing? But my name was already registered with an agency, so technically I've been a model for a while. And the agency's director has approached me many times to do some work, so... What? That's so freaking cool! I had no idea. Well, I didn't exactly tell you. Anyway, when I told him I was ready to go, he had a job for me right away. Maybe he thought I changed my mind. How generous. Usually people are like trying to claw their way into like showbiz and stuff. And he's just like, yeah, okay, I think I feel like doing it today. And they're just like begging him, like, please model my product. So because of that, I'm probably going to be very busy. I don't think I'll be home much for a bit. But I'm gonna give it my all. Just you watch. The last part was completely directed at me. When he said that, all I could do was nod my head. Well, that'll at least make meal prep easier for me. But seriously, good luck. Sounds good, bro. Looking forward to seeing what you do. Me too, I'm rooting for you. Thanks, everyone. While the boys happily chatted, I was left alone with my thoughts. I wanted Shion to go back to modeling. The fact that he did it for me means that Princess Kaguya's strategy was a success. So why do I feel all mixed up? It's like, because now you don't get to spend as much time with him. I mean, with the Princess Kaguya thing, she did the thing, she, like, asked the suitors for those, like, gifts because she thought, like, wouldn't be able to do it anyway, so. Is this really a good thing? Like, she didn't love them. Like you love Shion. Alright, speechless has been cleared. She has been left speechless. You actually did it, you got a job, what? Everyone's getting employment in their route, it seems like. Alrighty, well, he proved himself. Let's take a break. We'll continue this next time. I gotta go all the way back down. Where my save files were. Alright, let's go 59. Okie doke. Well, I hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.